regular foods. So I still drink shakes during the day. Definitely every morning I'll drink my shake and take my supplements. I still take supplements throughout the day. Depending on my day and how busy it's been, if I'll drink a shake later in the afternoon just because I didn't have time to grab a bite to eat, or if I just feel like I need a little bit more or something, I'm finding that I've got to keep my calorie count up. The good thing about the calorie count is if my calorie count is not up, I tend to be more hungry. So if I start feeling like I'm really hungry and I'm normally not, I'll look at my calorie intake for the day, and about 98% of the time I am low on my calorie intake. So if I just bring in some more food, my proteins and my fats seem to be in good check. If I bring in more food that's a little bit higher in calorie, I seem to be satisfied and doing great. Sleeping for me used to be anywhere from 4 to 5 hours. When I'm at home, not so much on the road because I stay very active on the road, but at home I can get a good 8 hours in a night, and that has never been for me. Normally I'm up till 2 or 3 in the morning just because I'm always in different time changes. So when I get back on the East Coast, I just never get to settle in on a time zone because within 2 to 3 weeks I'm leaving out again, heading west. So now when I'm at home, I tend to feel tired and want to go to bed between 11:30 and 12:30, and then I won't get up until 7:30, 8:30, unless I have something that I have to do that day to get me up early. So I will weigh in again and measure again when I get home. I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks, and I put myself back on the 8-day challenge. Just because I think I needed another refresher because it's been 2 months since the last one that I did. So that's kind of where I'm at. I just wanted to update a video. I love to compare my first 2 videos to this one because there's been a huge drastic change for me just in everything. My skin's healthier, I'm healthier. You can tell I've lost weight. I wish I would have lost a little bit more inches in 2 months compared to the weight, but I do have an understanding that you can lose a lot of weight, but eventually your weight's going to have to stall out for your inches to catch up. So I have the concept. It's not that I'm being impatient or I don't think anything's working or I'm doing something wrong. I understand the concept of it. It's just, you always like to see those inches come off so you can go try on new clothes. So I'm still in the same old clothes. They're extremely baggy. Of course, that's what everybody makes a comment about. But I have lost weight before, and I have a bunch of friends that have lost weight. Some on this program that kind of look at it like I do. I don't want to run out and go buy clothes right now if I'm going to lose another 20 pounds in 2 more months, because then I have to buy them again. And the clothes that I buy are more like hiking clothes. My pants, because they dry faster, they're cooler for me out here in these hot Arizona desert weathers in the summer, so it gets expensive. So my wardrobe, just my pants alone, is about $1,000 to $1,500. So no, I don't want to rush out and spend it. I just tie a string a little bit tighter to hold them up and keep on trucking. So I probably will not update again for, let's say, another month, unless I feel that something's changed and I need to update it. But other than that, I am very thankful that I have spent the money and that I committed myself to this. I think the expense is what made me commit, or the other way around. But when you're going to spend money to lose weight, even, it doesn't matter what program you do, and I've done all of them, you have to make a commitment to it. If you don't commit to it and you think you can cheat here and there and get by, or, oh, a little this won't hurt, you're just hurting yourself and you're wasting your money. So if you are wholeheartedly wanting to get into it to have a healthier life, to lose a little bit of weight or maybe a lot of weight in your situation, I don't know what your situation is, then don't spend spend the money, because you're going to get frustrated. You're going to blame it on the system and say it failed you, which I have sat and watched people fail it themselves. The system's not failing them. They're failing themselves because they can't, the words they say is, I can't do this, or I can't live without this, or I can't have that. And you have to get out of the I can't mindset, no matter what kind of anything you're going to do, goals in life, weight, anything. You can't tell yourself you can't do it, because if you do, you're not. You have to at least have a little bit of an open mind and be willing to try new things. So there's a lot of things that I eat now that I liked. I just didn't eat them all the time. And now it's my life. I love the stuff that I get to eat. A lot of my vegetables I get to eat. And of course, all the real food. And being on the road, it's very, very easy for me to go on the road. I used to panic when I was trying to lose weight. I don't call it dieting, but when I was trying to lose weight, I used to panic when I had to go on the road, because I thought, what am I going to do? I'm never going to find something to eat. I'm going to be hungry. I don't want to do this. And then I give up on myself, because I was finding every reason why I couldn't do it on the road. And with this, there's not a reason why I can't. I can pretty much stop anywhere I want to stop. There's 3 places that are on my just don't even bother wasting your time or asking me to go eat. And that is anything that's barbecue, anything that's pizza, and anything that's Italian or a pasta place. Those are going to be my 3 I'm not going to go to. Pizza I can do, but it's a waste of money for me. And I just don't feel that it's worth me spending that much money to waste that much money, when I can make something at home and be just as satisfied. So if I've done pizza, I've done it with friends. So therefore, I'm sharing a pizza with somebody. But because I can't eat the same way that they can with the pizza, it kind of is a waste of money for me. So as long as I have somebody to go with, it's not as bad. Pasta, the Italian places, definitely out. Not even going to bother wasting my time. Don't really honestly miss it. And barbecue, you just have to be careful. As long as I can see a menu ahead of time, I can normally find something there, but it's just easier not to go, because it's a struggle for me to find something without a barbecue sauce that doesn't have sugar in it, or that's been coated with it. Some places do a dry rub, but I love barbecue and I grew up on it, and not everybody can cook a good barbecue. And then if you cook it with a dry rub, it could really be a bad situation. So unless I know the barbecue place really well, or I can see the menu ahead of time and ask questions, I normally won't go. The last thing I'm going to tell you is, when I go out to eat, I feel bad for the waitresses, because I have to modify my plates so much. It's not an inconvenience for me. I'm not going to have fries, so I try to substitute with something else, or I may want to add a few things to whatever I'm getting to up my protein. And I feel like I'm inconveniencing the waitresses, and I feel really bad. Like they're, I don't know, like they get so aggravated with me, and that's not why I'm going there to eat. I do want to eat out, and I love having really good salmon out, but I have to be very specific to make sure how things are cooked, what they're cooked in, and what they're putting on top. Some places slather stuff on top of a salmon, and salmon is like the prime rib of fish, and you shouldn't have to slather anything on it. So I just really have to read everything and make sure I understand how it's cooked, how it's prepared. And if I don't know and I can't find it, I ask. And if they don't know, they'll say, well, you need to go ask the cook, because I can't order it unless I know what I'm eating. And I found out the hard way that there is some places that offer grilled chicken, is advertised as grilled chicken, and then when I get it and took a bite into it, it's marinated. And the problem is they come pre-marinated, and it has sugar in it. And as soon as I bite into it, I know it has sugar in it. I mean, I don't even have to guess it. It's a little disheartening, but it's a learning curve for me to those questions now. You know, if it's something that looks really good, I always ask, like a chicken or something that may be marinated. I'll always ask, is it marinated? Do I have the option of not having it marinated? So I just had to learn by some mistakes. My glucose in the mornings now average is about 87. It started out before the program. I probably was hitting 105s to 120, low 120s. Now it stays steady around the 85, 87. Every now and then, depending on what I've ate the night before or what I've done the day before, I can get it down to 77. But the 80s I am very comfortable with, the mid 80s. So I'm really happy about that. I used to test every single morning. Now I test every now and then. I don't feel that I need to test that much. I kind of have it down pat that I know where I'm at, and I know what will trigger glucose when I'm eating things. So I'll definitely check those things. Also with glucose, if you intake a lot of water before you go to bed, you can actually lower your glucose measurements the next morning. So, because it'll flush everything out of your system. Which is hard. People can't do a lot of water and then go to bed. They'll be up urinating all night. I'm still taking in, I started out taking 128 ounces of water when I started the program. I've dropped down enough to where I can do 100 ounces, but I still just stick with my 128 ounces just because it's easy. I have this 40 ounce hydro flask. Keeps things cold, but I actually have found since I've been doing this, I don't like cold water. I'd rather have room temperature water. Teas don't count as your liquid. So if you're trying to get 128 ounces of water in, you can't count that 8 ounce glass of tea. That's not water. So I'll drink 3 of those hydro flasks. And then, of course, first thing in the morning is 8 ounces of water. And then right before bedtime, I always drink about 8 ounces because I find I'm a little parched in the morning, especially if I've been outside and super busy all day. Had a competition last weekend, was out in the sun. I was down in probably 4 of these 40 ounces then because I knew I was going to be really active in the sun. And that night when I went to bed, I was still extremely dehydrated, wanting more water. So I took actually even more water that day just because of the situation during the day. So I'm really excited that I did what I did 2 months ago. I do not regret it, not one bit. The cost is there, it's a factor, but you know, anybody that's going to eat healthy food is going to pay more. Government makes it easier for us to eat crap food. They make it cheap and easy. If you want to eat really good, healthy, organic, or just healthy food in general, it's going to cost you more. So I found in the overall cost of my system and my supplements and everything that I have to buy, or that I choose to buy, I didn't have to, but I choose to buy every month, I am probably saving about $225 a month on groceries because my grocery intake isn't what it used to be. It's more specific things that I purchase now, to where when I used to go to the grocery store, I just was hungry and I would just buy, okay, this looks good, I'll eat it tonight. And didn't even, I mean, I cared what it was, like I looked at what it was, but it was just food and I wanted to put it in my mouth, I was hungry, you know? So now I'm more precise about what I'm purchasing at the grocery store. And I don't meal prep. I know people that meal prep do way better probably than me and probably lose a little bit faster. But I, being on the road, don't really have the time to meal prep for 2 whole weeks of being on the road. My refrigerator's not that big, so I have to compromise other ways by finding things on the road. Walmart's, of course, you can stop at any Walmart across the country, and I normally stay in their parking lots at night to sleep. So, yeah, so I've saved probably, I think we figured about $225 a month in groceries. So my bills dropped. And then to buy my supplements, I still have saved money in the long run. So they have some new stuff out that I want to try, some omega-3 oils that I'm very interested in. They've got a good joint supplement that, of course, my knees I'm very interested in. Tendonitis in my elbow from playing disc for years. So we'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to update. So I had a refresh video from my 2-month anniversary. Like I said, I'll probably hit one up again maybe at my 3-month and see where I'm at. Just so I can refer back to it. In case somebody is ever interested, I can always send these videos and they can see what it was like starting the program, you know, what I was doing. Oh yeah, and these are my new favorite P3s. So I keep a lot of these on hand because they're really high in protein. There's very little sugar. It's actually none. The ones I pick up have no sugar in them, but lots of protein. So I can grab one of those and snack on those in between my meals as a snack, and it's giving me enough protein intake and calorie intake to help me out throughout the day. They're extremely satisfying. Just make sure you watch your labels if you buy those. They sneak in chocolate covered this, chocolate covered that. There's only 2 types of P3s that I can get. One has bacon bits in the middle, and the other one has just plain almonds in the middle. Everything else has some kind of coated chocolate candy something. And then the other thing is while I'm gone, my roommate is going to be making fat bombs. So I will give everybody an update on that when I get home. So I will do another video before a month from now. But I'll update the video on fat bombs, what she made, how they tasted, how easy they are to make. You make, I think there's only you make 6 at a time because they don't store for a long period of time. So, you make them and then you eat them. But they're a fast and easy way to get good fats into your system that you need throughout the day. And they curb a lot of sweet appetites. A lot of them are kind of like chocolate flavored, but of course there's not chocolate. It's like cocoa in it and different kinds of sugars that are better for you. They've got, I know, some cream cheese ones. I don't know. There's a bunch of them. She's been looking at them. She's more of the cook in the house. I don't have time for it. She tends to like to do that, and she'll find recipes and she'll try them. And she'll try to do it normally when I'm home so I can taste them and see if they're pretty good. But in this case, she said she couldn't wait on me. She had to make them. So I'm real curious to see how she liked them and if there's one left when I get back home so I can try one. Anyways, that's my update. Hope everybody has a great day. If you're trying to lose weight, stick in there. It's not easy. If somebody tells you it's easy, they're lying their ass off to you. I will tell you that I have not exercised in 2 months since I started this program. But yes, I do need to get on a program, and I will. But I really wanted to try it, not putting any extra effort into it whatsoever, because I have a mom that really can't get out and exercise a lot. And she really, really needs to lose weight for all kinds of reasons. One, her health, her knees. She's aging. Her body can't carry that weight. So I've been really trying to help her to lose weight. And I've been showing her the system and how it works, and she sees the progress I'm having, but she's still not 100% in just yet. I think she will over time, and everybody needs to start it when they're ready, not when somebody says they should do it. Because if you're mentally not ready to do it, like I said, you're going to waste your money. And I don't want to see anybody waste money. I'd rather see you spend the money and be able to succeed and be happy with it and be able to get out and enjoy life again. I've got the Appalachian Trail next year. That's what I'm working towards, and I'm going to section hike some this year, and I'll do videos as a section hike. But next year I'm going to do one 30-day run, complete, nonstop. So, if I can knock out some of this out this year in sections over the weekend with some friends, by the time I start, I'm hoping to be where my brother is, and from there I'll just go a month and maybe head all the way up into Maryland, maybe the beginning of Pennsylvania, which would be really cool if I could do that. Then the following year I can go back up and do another month. So everybody have a great day. Like I said, I'm behind you 100% if you're trying to lose weight or you're on the system. If you need any help, you're struggling. If I don't have the answers, I bet you I can find somebody who does, because I'm constantly asking people 1,000 questions too. Y'all have a wonderful day.